What's up guys, my name is Ace, and less than a week after launching in Warzone, the MG82 has been nerfed. And this was a much needed nerf. The MG82 was far too powerful when it first came to the game at the beginning of Season 4. So in today's video, we're going to be breaking down in great detail exactly what changed in order to find out if this gun is still good or even usable in Warzone. And diving right in, let's start it off with the damage changes. When it comes to our maximum damage range, we got an adjustment to our base damage, our lower torso damage, as well as our upper torso damage. Pre-patch, we had a base damage of 30 with just an upper torso multiplier taking it to 33, meaning we had an 8-shot kill potential to the upper torso against an enemy with 3 armor plates equipped. Post-patch, the limb damage is now 26, the lower torso damage is 29, and the upper torso damage is also 29. So we no longer have to hit that upper torso multiplier in order to get the best time to kill possible. However, it's now going to take us at least 9 shots to kill against a fully plated enemy. So let's see how that translates to the forgiveness with this gun, as well as its time to kill potential. Before this nerf, we had to hit 4 out of 8 shots to the upper torso in order to get that 8-shot kill, which would give us a time to kill potential of 462 milliseconds up close. And then I also just wanted to show at longer ranges, it would be a 528 millisecond time to kill with upper torso shots. Whereas post-patch, now we have to hit 6 out of 9 shots anywhere in the torso. It doesn't have to be upper torso, the stomach will also count here. And with this, that'll give us a time to kill value of 528 milliseconds up close. And then at longer ranges, our time to kill potential is 594 milliseconds. Keeping in mind, this is pure time to kill. I'm not including the open bolt delay with this. So essentially, in most situations, it's going to take you 1 extra shot to kill with this gun. And honestly, our time to kill values are still very competitive. 528 milliseconds is still a very fast time to kill in this game. It's no longer the fastest in the LMG category. It's actually beat by the Fin with the adverse barrel when it's working properly, the MG34, as well as the Stoner 63. However, just keep in mind, it's still a very competitive time to kill. So those are the damage changes. Also, they did reduce the maximum damage range by 20%. So this went from about 26 meters down to roughly 21 meters. And then probably the biggest change that they made to this was to its recoil. In the patch notes, they said that they added more horizontal as well as vertical recoil. So let's just have a look at it. And pre-patch, you can see here, it kicks basically straight upward, and it doesn't kick that high. I fired about 30 rounds with each one of these recoil plots, and you can see my total magnitude was capped fairly low here. Whereas post-patch, I'm now firing way above these doors, even though my point of aim was roughly the same. And therefore, you can see there's definitely a lot more vertical recoil. However, I'm not really seeing the horizontal recoil here. There's still almost 0 horizontal recoil. And therefore, with the recoil on this gun, it's still pretty easy to control. And I would still say that you can challenge people at longer ranges fairly comfortably with this. But it is going to be noticeably more difficult than it was before this patch. And with that, that's pretty much it when it comes to the changes for the MG82 in Warzone. Keeping in mind, this only applies to Warzone, not multiplayer, because people are always asking me about that. And when it comes to my thoughts on this gun post-patch, I think this was an appropriate nerf. I don't think they took it too far in the other direction and nerfed this thing into oblivion. I still think it's one of the best LMGs to use in Warzone. However, I don't think it's going to be in the meta anymore. I don't think we'll be seeing top streamers or tournament competitors using the MG82 consistently, at least, simply because the LMGs just tend to be not versatile enough. And the only reason we saw this in the meta is because it was so overpowered when it comes to its killing potential. But now that it no longer has that massive time to kill advantage over basically every other gun in the game, its lack of versatility will knock it out of that meta position. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on this nerf to the MG82. Of course, I'd like to hear from you guys in the comment section below what you guys think of this particular nerf. But on top of this, I also wanted to briefly discuss some of their little patch notes that they included alongside the MG82 that explain some things they're looking into but haven't changed yet. They did mention they're exploring avenues to counteract dead silence or do something about dead silence when it comes to counterplay. I'm kind of hoping they're going to go with my suggestion from a while back, where they could just make it so the high alert perk completely counteracts the dead silence perk. So if you're using high alert, you can hear dead silence footsteps just as if they weren't using dead silence. That would also reduce ghost usage, which I think would be excellent. But at this point, we don't really know, and we'll just have to wait and see what they end up coming up with. They didn't share any conclusion on that. They just said it is something they're looking into, and they are trying to close in on an appropriate solution. Additionally, they did mention the nail gun as well. The nail gun, I haven't made a video on in Warzone yet, but I have one in the works right now. It has an insanely fast time to kill potential in Warzone. And as a result, Raven is going to be keeping a close eye on it for the future. They may end up nerfing it, but it looks like they're just going to give it a bit more time to see how things settle down and if people end up continuing using the nail gun. and then they'll go from there. We may end up seeing some nerfs to it at some point in the near future. And with that, that's pretty much it. That's going to wrap it up for this quick update that we got yesterday in Warzone. Like I said, I'd like to hear from you guys in that comment section down below what you guys think of this MG82 nerf. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.